guys, I am back out again with Smallville. This is season 1, episode 9. Let's see. Well, what were we left off last episode? Last episode we ended up leaving off with the shutter, the guy who kept like shaking. He got exposed to like some chemicals, and Luther Corp. I felt so sorry for that guy because Luther Corp was like gaslighting the shit out of that nigga. He like kept saying, "What's going on?" He knows that he got exposed to them, but they kept lying. Like I feel like a company would do. Like, just pay him fucking workers' comp and then go about your day. I kind of felt like it would have been a lot less of a hassle instead of him like end up killing, or not killing, but kidnapping or holding hostage students at a factory. You know, but some part of me feel like a company would do that. Like I could easily see like Amazon doing some shit like that, trying to like deny paying their employee who like got in an accident, and then they'll start paying attention or pay like the employer after like some sort of like it goes viral on TikTok or some shit like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Not cool, but interesting. Anyway, I'm just gonna get into it. If you guys want the full reaction, you guys know the drill. Check out the Patreon. I'm watching a whole bunch of shows that are only available on Patreon. So if you guys want to watch shows like New Girl, I'm continuing that show over there. Shows like Dexter, watching that show over there. And what other show I'm watching over there? And yeah, that's basically. I mean, also I'm doing the 100. So yeah, so there's other shows that I'm watching that's only on Patreon. So if you guys can get access to that, check that out. And yeah, this is good. Where are they at? So it looks like Smallville. Oh, that must be in Metropolis.
They say the design symbolizes strength and courage.
Can't exactly see myself going into battle with that on my chest.
Darker times call for darker men.
That's kind of spot on, don't you think? A giant S in the shape of a snake.
Well, I didn't know you were going to be here.
Didn't Lex tell you?
Must have slipped my mind.
Yeah, give it to fucking Lex, man. He's over here like being like a really good wingman. Like, let me help you out with this little high school girl.
Whitney came too.
But yeah, this is her man. Poor Whitney. He does look like he's uncomfortable.
Where are you going?
I need some air.
You know, you're never going to get her if you keep running away from your enemy.
Whitney's not my enemy.
Yes, he is, Clark. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll find a way to win life.
He wants to be like, hey, you ain't never going to be a successful homewrecker if you keep running away from the goddamn husband.
Clark Kent, this is Victoria Hardwick, a very old friend.
Hi.
I wonder if that's how Angelina Jolie thought about it, you know? Like, ooh, Jennifer Aniston is my enemy, and I'm going to steal Brad Pitt from him. So, bye, bitch. I'm sorry for all your Angelina Jolie fans, but I'm calling a spade where the spade is. She's a fucking homewrecker. I think she did it to another guy, too. I'm blanking on Billy Bob Thornton.
You see this? I'm the only reason you're not in a cage right now. And you get into the IA and you get me those files.
Well, is one of them yours? Oh!
Welcome to Metropolis. More or less.
I'm gonna stop the bus. Yeah. Why couldn't he just go behind it and just stop it? I think he killed that fucking driver. Yeah, where's the driver? Well, he's probably already dead because it looked like he had a heart attack. I don't even see the guy. Oh, there he is. But my thing is this though, he was having a heart attack and then he gets up. Like, shouldn't he still be having a fucking heart attack? And this guy saw it. I don't know. I think Clark could have done a better way to stop him the truck. But you know what though? He's young. You know, he's like not experienced. But I think the smart thing would have been to do is go behind the truck and stop it, like grab it. You know, instead of like he basically just hit a fucking brick and then killed everyone. You know.
So, Night Owl, how was Metropolis?
Fine. The museum was amazing. It's just Something happened. It could have been worse. I stopped the bus before anyone was hurt.
What if somebody'd seen you do it?
Dad,
That's the first thing he
everyone was
thinks
still
of.
in the
Well,
music.
someone did see him.
Hey, Clark. Look, I am real proud of what you did.
Okay.
We both are.
It's good that he said that because it comes across as like, what if someone saw you? Like, not, are you okay? Or, good job, son. Just like,
You know I'm not supposed to do this. And I'm not the one with the DUI on my record. You wouldn't believe how many rent-a-cops forget to fill out the previous criminal records section on their job apps.
look at those old school photos.
My father plans to bring me back to Metropolis in a few years.
He's lying.
I know. The daughters of multinational industrialists usually don't fly around the world to rekindle old flames. Neither do executive vice presidents. How is Sir Harry?
Distant, inaccessible, and rich. I believe you know the type.
First, I think
Did her dad send her out to be, what those things called? A honeypot? Pimping out your daughter is wild. To get a hostile takeover? That is crazy.
Sullivan!
Is this your idea of a joke? Your rocks are harmless.
People have a right to know about the strange things that happen in this town.
The Torch is a school paper. It's not your own personal tabloid.
Censoring me?
I'm requiring you to do your job, which is to report on relevant school events.
Yeah, I see where this teacher is coming from.
The Torch is suspended until I can appoint a new editor.
Wait, what just happened?
I think you were fired.
Yeah.
Chloe, I'm sure there's something we can do.
To be honest, I 100% agree with the principal in here. It's like, why the fuck are you talking about, like, stuff that doesn't make sense? I think talking about politics. Like, no, talk about the fucking school, you know? Mind you, at our school, we had a newspaper, but we only got it, I think, maybe once a week, and it only talked about stuff that was going on in school.
Hello? Anybody home?
Clark, I love Clark, but he doesn't utilize his powers. I would walk into the bar and just use my X-ray vision. I don't see no one. Okay.
Dad? Is it you?
I wouldn't even be having to guess. I'm like, but I see you.
Metropolis Police.
Well, he set that up.
Kid, I don't know what they've been feeding you, but that was pretty impressive. Not quite as exciting as last night, but I wanted to be sure.
And what if he wasn't sure? That would have just killed the shit out of him, even though Clark should have been fast enough to move out of the way.
How do you know my name?
Oh, I asked around. That's the beauty of a small town. Everybody's just so eager to help.
Yeah, that's true. You show a picture to anybody. Oh, that's Clark Kent. He lives on the farm.
You see, Clark, I'm in a battle that I can't afford to lose, because if I do, well, the bad guys win.
I'll never help you.
You have a secret you don't want the world to know about. You want to keep things that way? You'll do like I say.
This guy also has a lot of balls. I've never seen The Boys, the TV show, but I do know the main guy who's supposed to be portrayed by Superman. He's kind of bad. What if he came across a guy like him, you know, and just like threatened him, and he just like snaps your fucking neck real fast? Oh, there's go solve my problems, you know? Like, he doesn't know what he's dealing with.
He saw me stop the bus last night.
Maybe we should call the police.
He is the police.
Yeah.
Clark, you didn't do anything wrong, okay?
He told me to meet him at the Beanery tomorrow.
I don't want you going anywhere near this guy. And we're not going to let this thing change us.
He does seem irritated, though.
You look like you're carrying the weight of the world. Sorry if I surprised you, but there's really nowhere to knock.
Clark is amazing. He could just stare at the stars like this. I don't know if I could do that.
Clark, you really don't want Sam Phelan in your life.
You know him?
Unfortunately, I had my share of legal problems while I was in Metropolis. Phelan was the kind of officer my father felt we could turn
Well, at least
to.
he's honest with Clark. Say, hey, I was a fuck up as a kid, so, and he was on payroll.
And if he's got something on you, Clark, he'll use it. He just wanted to talk. And you got nothing to worry about.
What do you want with my son?
We're both rational adults. Let's sit down.
I don't think a rational adult drops a generator on top of a teenager.
That is true.
What do you want?
I just want Clark's help.
With what?
Look around you, Mr. Kent. You know what you see? The veneer of safety.
Just cut the bullshit. Tell me what you want.
Now, Clark has a gift, and I would like to use his talents to further my cause.
Like, I'm just trying to use your son to get rich.
Okay, I will give you whatever you want. You just stay away from my family.
I want your son. Of course, if you don't agree, I will tell the world what I know. Best case, Clark's under a microscope. Worst case, he's a freak in a jar.
Don't push me.
Whoa, easy there, Mr. Kent.
But he is hiding behind a badge, so it is kind of, you know.
If I were you, I'd learn to keep that temper in check. It could get you in a lot of trouble.
Have you heard anything about Lana's meeting with Quan?
Oh, I'm sure it'll work out.
Bottom line it, when can we send out the next issue?
Day after tomorrow. Quan made me the new editor. After I made my case, Quan said that if I had that much passion, I should be in charge.
That makes more sense.
I don't believe this.
Chloe, it's the only way he'd reopen the paper.
Maybe the editor of the school newspaper looks better on a college
I don't know. I
application.
think she's wilding out a little bit too much on this one, Chloe.
Boy, think about it. It's not a bad idea.
It figures you'd side with her.
I'm not taking anyone's side.
Yeah, right, Clark. You're completely objective in all things Lana.
Oh, fuck you.
For a millisecond, I almost thought you were my friend.
She's gonna cry in the car.
Fuck that.
He gonna cry in the car.
They stole my newspaper. It's like, you were wilding out on the fucking newspaper talking about, like, shit that doesn't have nothing to do with school. What the hell do you expect? What the hell do you think you are, rubbing up on me, man? You know I could total your fucking car just like that?
Sir Harry wants to take over Luther Corp, and he needs my shares to do it. Your father didn't dream up this little plan, did he? You came to play on my hatred of my father. Now I'm gonna play on yours. Why take one company when you can take two?
Probably kill us.
Probably. But that's what makes life interesting.
What are we doing here?
You want to know the biggest obstacle to my job, Clark? It's not the perps. It's the bureaucracy. I mean, how am I supposed to fight crime with one hand tied behind my...
Dude, again, stop with the bullshit. Just tell me what the fuck you want.
I'm not gonna hurt anybody.
Relax. You're just gonna help me retrieve some files. You see, these IA types, they have a real trust problem. You do this one thing for me, and I will never trouble you again.
Ah, sorry, my light went out. Didn't even notice. Clark, I've been wearing some gloves, my guy, just in case, like, they want to run fingerprints. Here you go, bitch. Actually, low-key funny. He said to give it to you. He didn't say nothing about, like, where to give it. Like, you know, just dropping it out, and then there you go.
Want your file?
Oh, yeah, he got the file.
It's all yours.
He did what you said.
Making a big mistake.
But he is a cop, so he can easily explain this away. But I don't know about the safe.
Ethan, Bob, what's going on?
It's a warrant to search your property, Jonathan.
A warrant. Come on in.
Tip from Metropolis PD.
Did he plan something? Because I think Lex just said a body. Come on.
Looks like he was shot in the heart.
You want to explain to me what a dead body's doing in your barn, Jonathan?
Found this hidden under the seat in the truck.
That is not my gun, and I have no idea how it got.
First of all, you have no idea who it was. So why are you arresting Jonathan? It could have been Martha. It could have been Clark. So you're just arresting Jonathan. Number two, who's stupid enough to shoot somebody? The body looked like it's been dead for a minute and just leaving it on the goddamn porch. You know, basically. And you got an anonymous tip. Like, isn't that fucking suspicious? Come on. I think I'm going to add a segment onto this series called What Would Victor Do? I've done that before. Punched a hole in the wall. Not.
Do you really think that you could double-cross me? Clark, my job is about scenarios. You never enter a crack house with one plan. You go in with 10. That's how you survive. You didn't leave me with a lot of options!
This guy's wilding out on Superman.
Calm down, Coach! What is it, Clark? You want to kill me?
Segment of What Would Victor Do? I want to kill him. Oh, he doesn't have heat vision, huh? I'll fucking heat vision his fucking eyeballs out.
What you think about last night?
Hi, son. Where's your mother?
Police are questioning her. I lied to you. I did see Phelan again. I went with him to Metropolis. Broke into an apartment.
Also, you know what I'd do? I would tell Fallon, hey, tell anybody who you want. They ain't gonna believe you. If a guy comes over and say, hey, I saw this guy stop a fucking a bus with his body, I'm like, this guy's crazy. You know? Dude, where's your fucking proof?
Got one problem, though, Jake. You got no witnesses. Who your fucking witnesses, huh? Roger? Smiley? You think my troops are gonna help you? It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
I wanted to kill him.
But you didn't, right?
I was close.
Believe me, son, I know all there is to know about losing your temper. You can't afford to do it. This is Phelan's game. And he will play your fear and your anger, but you cannot let him get to you.
I just heard about your dad. Is he all right?
He's hanging in there.
This is crazy. Your father didn't kill anyone. It's Phelan, isn't it?
Yeah, Lex recognizes it.
Listen to me. You may think you know how a guy like Phelan works, but you'd be wrong.
He told me you have secrets.
No, Clark, you could not be fucking looking at someone saying, he told me he has secrets. Like, bitch, don't you have secrets too?
I gotta handle this on my own.
What do you want from me?
That's complicated. After last night, I've got internal affairs asking me more questions than I want to answer.
You can tell the whole world about me.
You may not care about yourself, but think about your parents. Now, your father's in jail on a murder charge. And whether he beats it or not, he's going to lose this farm just paying legal fees.
Oh, back to the scene of the crime.
What are we doing here?
I figured it was time to pick up my retirement package.
Oh yeah, internal affairs means you're being investigated because you're a dirty cop. Okay, so at least the department is onto your ass.
I'm pretty bored with this. You want your old life back, you do it.
Look, you really need to wear gloves. Can't people like, unless his Kryptonian hands has no fingerprints.
You at Metropolis Museum? You have 2 minutes to leave the building. There's a bomb outside.
Call up, hey, there's a bomb outside. Yeah, get the fuck out. That's it.
Cameras are all dead in Luther Hall.
Also, yeah, you said there's a bomb outside. You never said it's inside. So, I don't know. Me personally, like I said, and not to mention you got stuff to be protecting, I would keep some security guards inside.
Show me the magic.
And then have maybe one guy or two guys investigate it. Like idiots.
We are gonna make a great team.
Team, bitch, no. See them all out there.
We'll never be a team.
Yeah, especially the last scene when you said that we're only doing one more job. There you go.
I'd be able to explain the safe, but your fingerprints are all over that breastplate.
You're not proof.
Bitch, didn't you see him stop a fucking train or bus? I'm pretty sure he's bulletproof, which we all know he is. Oh, he sees people coming that way, so he's not gonna go that way. Okay. See, if he can see this fucking fast, how can you not see that thing coming down? He could have just got out the way, solve all these problems.
What are you?
I'm Superman, bitch, and come over and knock him on the head real quick.
Where's Clark? I know he came with you. Just tell me what you had on him.
Go to hell, Luther.
I mean, at least he didn't tell him. But I think it's because he hates him. But again, if you hated the guy who fucking was, I would probably snitch.
All the charges have been dropped.
Yay!
Finally over.
Well, this time. Unfortunately, there's more than one Phelan out there in the world.
Yeah, also, like, you didn't do the time of death on the autopsy. Would prove, like, hey, where was Jonathan at? You know?
Clark, are you sure nobody saw you last night?
I'm positive, Mom.
Slang. What's this?
It's a news story.
It's totally unacceptable.
It covers all of your criteria. It deals with a student and a school-sponsored club, and there are no mutants in sight.
And that he's covering freedom of speech. Oh, see, here's the thing about, and I hate when people say freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is only for the government, okay? You can't, you have the freedom of speech to talk against the government without, I mean, you may have some things, but there are some stuff you can't just say. Like, at school, you can't just say whatever the fuck you want. Or at your job, they have every right to fire you for talking wild. So when people play the whole freedom of speech thing, it never really, like, I don't understand. Especially like on YouTube, it's like, oh, what about my freedom of speech? Well, you know what? There is like guidelines that you have to follow, or they can kick you off their platform. Okay, it's like this is our company's rules. You know. So again, that's what I'm saying. Like when people say freedom of speech, it's like.
But I don't want to stand between you and Clark.
But yet again, though, now I'm thinking about it.
Oh,
School
no.
is part of
Don't worry.
the government, so maybe everything I just said maybe didn't make no sense, huh?
We're just friends.
Good.
I'm glad we got that out of the way.
I hope.
Alright. You gonna come to bed?
Is he gonna pause it and see? Well, obviously he's not gonna fucking notice Clark. It's just a blur. But right there, I kind of feel like that right there would be more suspicious. Okay, you know what? Clark has powers. There you go. You know? I kind of feel like if I was Lex, that right there is my proof. I know that I've seen Clark go with Fallon. I know that he went inside. So, he's just blur. The motherfucker has powers, you know? So, but I probably wouldn't tell Clark that I know, but if I was Lex, I'm like, yeah, he has powers. But as for episode as a whole, like I said, I'm probably going to add a new segment to this show called What Would Victor Do? Okay, what would Victor do in a scenario when Fallon comes over and sees me, like, saving the day, you know? When he walked inside and said, hey, first of all, when he dropped that shit on me, I probably would have gotten the hell out the way. That's just me. Also, when Clark walked in and said, who's that? I'm like, I don't even remember. I'm fucking Superman. I never need to ask who's that. Because you know what? I got X-ray vision. I'm like, who are you? You know? Detective? You know? But anyway, say he did catch me. I ain't doing jack shit. He'll say. I'm like, tell anybody you want fun. No one's gonna believe you. And if someone comes over and say, hey, I saw him stop a bus with his bare hands or his whole body, I'm gonna look at that person like they're fucking crazy who says that, you know. And I was Clark, I would gaslight that motherfucker like anything. I'm like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about, officer. The guy must be drinking, you know. So again, I wouldn't take that guy too seriously, you know. I would have told him to suck a bag of dicks and go by my day. No, again, that's just me. Again, I do think this episode is good because it did show the family in a new sort of light, you know, like if someone finds out about the secret. It does show how, like, I think somewhat smart Clark could be because he did, like, drop that safe onto his car and stuff like that. So, and he did kind of outsmart him in the end where he threw the plate outside and then said, hey, your fingerprints is all over that shit, you know? So again, it does show that type of aspects of Clark. I do think that the principal had every right to fire Chloe because, again, meteor freaks and everything like that, it's not about school, you know? It has to be like school dances, you know, student of the month, you know, I don't know, whatever that's related to school, you know? And that whole thing about Lana saying freedom of speech thing to the students, again, like I said, freedom of speech is, I mean, I guess the school is technically part of the government, so I guess you could say that the Freedom of Speech Act would work on this scenario. This is why a student should not be editor. It should be a teacher, because I think at our school we had a teacher that was involved in like the whole newspaper thing, and they had students kind of write it, you know, and take pictures and stuff like that, but mostly it was a student or a teacher that was involved of what goes out. A student shouldn't have that type of ability, you know. Like, especially if a girl said, I hate fucking Brooke, you know, from 6th period. Say, Brooke had an ugly ass sweater and everyone should go over there and just trash her, you know. I don't know. It's like, it could be I could see it going really bad if a student ran the editing thing, you know. So, yeah. Also, I'm upset Pete had like zero thing to do, you know. I wish they gave Pete more things to say. Say, oh, you've been fired, you know. I was thinking that there's a couple scenes you could have added Pete in, you know, like pretty much every scene that they had in the school, like in the town, he could have been part of those conversations, you know. There could have been a scene where you shown Pete and Chloe talking, you know. Maybe we could see that because she expressed that you're taking. Chloe was bitching to Lana about, oh, well, I thought you were still in Clark for me, you know. Well, we could have had before that scene have a scene, and it didn't even have to be that long. It could have been like 20 seconds of her sitting by like the steps of the stairs, talking to Pete, saying something about her feelings for Clark, you know. That's something that I think would have been really cool. I kind of wish they include him more instead of him having one line and that's it, you know. Yeah. Same with Whitney. Whitney doesn't really have nothing to contribute to the show except for an obstacle for Clark, you know. So yeah, again, like I said, I did find this episode enjoyable though. Anywho, so if you guys want to get the full reaction, you guys know the drill. Check out the Patreon. And guys, if you guys are finding me for the first time, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Hey, no, no, no.